Okay everybody, welcome back to a new game for the RetroQuest series. I'm gonna be playing Ninja Gaiden, actually the Japanese version, which is called... Shit, I forgot the name. I guess we can find out. Hey, yeah, that's the one, Ninja Ryu Kenden. I was getting confused with the names. Yeah, I'm playing the Turbografx-16 version, not the NES. I've done the NES before, actually I have to do it eventually for the replay series. The NES one, but I decided to play this one because I've never played it before. I have hardly seen it before. I remember seeing one video of it. I thought it was from my friend Grandpa Joe, not very long ago. Why do I see half of that? Okay, probably because of it's the cutscene thing. Alright, yeah, this version is from 1992, as opposed to the NES version, which is, I believe, from 89. So yeah, the sprite is actually smaller than on the NES. Let me make my saves, have them ready. Look at how weird the background moves as you move. Control-wise, actually, this is pretty much like the NES. It's pretty solid from when I was testing it out for one level. If I'm not mistaken, the music is actually different. Or at least it plays faster, so it gives the impression it's a different song, but probably it's the very same one. But I like this version, actually. Graphically, it's not 16-bit completely. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's kind of similar to what you see in the Ninja Gaiden trilogy for Super Nintendo. Difficulty-wise, well, I cannot really see or say that this is easier or harder. I don't think it's gonna be easier than the NES. If anything, probably harder. Turbografx-16 games in general are not easy games in general. So yeah, this is a game originally made by Tecmo, but apparently Hudson had to do with the development of this version at least. Well, Turbografx-16 is the Hudson system by excellence. And I'm getting hit by the dog very often. I'm getting hit by everything very often. On the very first level, that's definitely no good. Nothing to be proud of. Okay, I got this thing. J's bar. Why did I load? I loaded at the beginning. I meant to save. Okay. This is what I get for not saving often. Well, I guess this is a chance for me to, you know, redeem myself from the shitty performance earlier. Yeah, I'm playing this again. Whatever. Yeah, graphically actually looks different. Like the place is actually different. Sort of improved. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm trying to avoid adjectives such as better or worse. It's just different. Alright, that one dog earlier gave me issues. I was healthy, I think. Yeah, I need to get familiar with the buttons for me to save and not to load, like it happened. Yeah, the shield thing. It's basically invincibility. Oh man, right at the end of the thing. Seriously. Well, anyway, I have a lot more health than before. So this time I'm not gonna make the same mistake. Yeah, the music sounds completely different. I'm gonna hit it just a couple of times before he actually attacks. Still easy, as you can probably tell. Can we speed this up? Apparently not. We're gonna get the funny cutscenes, of course. Fortunately, I'm playing the Japanese version. For some reason I didn't have the English one. The American one. Well, if you're familiar with Ninja Gaiden, you know what this is about. Oh, that was exactly like the NES. Sorry for making constant comparisons. This will be inevitable, unfortunately. I could skip all this, but let's see. The cutscenes are fun. Animation-wise, actually, were a huge thing back in '89. Plot-wise, of course, you know, these action games. In these action games, plot for me it's never been a relevant thing. There are exceptions, of course. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden. The other day, someone asked me when I was doing. I mean, I say the other day, it was years ago, actually. When I did a Ninja Gaiden Shadow for the Game Boy for the Non-Serious Gaming series, if I ever play the modern, quote-unquote, Ninja Gaiden games. And the answer is no, I haven't. Those are notorious, probably in a good way, I don't know, for being hard. Notoriety usually has to do with something negative, but in this case I think it's like the good type of difficulty. It's like this game pretty much, or the original trilogy. Okay, the death music is pretty much the same. Sorry for cutting it out. So yeah, I mean it's like the original trilogy, hard as shit, but it's a classic. Everybody loves Ninja Gaiden. I don't think I've ever heard a person say I hate this game just for being hard, or this is a bad game. These are good games. Unfortunately, the difficulty doesn't make it more enjoyable. But of course, save stating probably is the good way to go for those who do not have the patience to really go beat all these games legit. And even so, actually, it's totally possible to beat games like this with a lot of consistency and practice, but since I don't have that consistency, for this type of things at least, I have consistency for other things in life. But yeah, I mean, for those who really commit to it, you might end up getting good at it and consider it a very good game afterwards because you end up understanding it. Yeah, the spawning is as bad as ever. Yeah, the spawn is the same old shit, so that means that difficulty-wise this is not going to be any easier. Actually, I was wondering about the difficulty thing, and yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same. Wait, am I expected to do it like this, or no? Wait, I need to go upwards. Okay, I still can make it. So probably you won't see me struggle too much in the first 4 stages. Then, of course, things will change for the worse, more than likely. Yeah, with Star State, I remember back in the day, I had a lot of issues with this game. With the final boss especially. Double kill, that's what I wanted to do actually. Am I going outside now? Yeah. What happened to the music? Oh my god. Also the background. What's the item for health? I thought there were those like pots. Shurikens. That was health. I didn't quite see the item itself. And I'm getting my invincibility. Wait, what? How come? No. I won't accept it. And I didn't run out of time for that. Alright, that's pretty bullshitty. What do you think? What do you guys think about this background thing? Is it good? Is it bad? I mean, probably not necessarily good is going to be a word. It's definitely different. I don't know what was the idea with that. I mean, to make it more realistic, ish. Again, can't really say if it is a good thing or a bad thing, or maybe you are indifferent to it, which is a possibility. Yeah, that's kind of my case anyway. Like, I don't care too much about that. It's kind of a weird thing, but it doesn't bother me. That's what I'm getting at. Does it bother you? Yeah, you're probably gonna say, okay, I'm more offended by your gameplay, blah blah blah, but you know, I'm talking about graphical elements. Alright, let's go for the boss. In order to finish today's episode. Is it really necessary to use all my magic? Alright, I feel like bosses are a lot more aggressive than I remember being in the NES. And I'm dead because I stopped being aggressive myself. No invisibility frames either. I don't know if that's the case on the other version. But that was boss number 2. So yeah guys, that was well, the first part of Ninja Gaiden for the Turbografx-16. It looks different, it plays around the same. Difficulty wise I don't see it any different either, so I'm saying goodbye, like I'm not gonna record any more parts. I don't know, I cannot promise I'm actually gonna finish this, even if I'm save stating, because this is really hard, even with that. And I don't know if it's going to be the thing about, you know, if you die to the final boss you are backtracked like 3 or 4 levels. If that's a thing, maybe we'll be in trouble. They say the Japanese version on the NES at least didn't have that, so I don't know. I don't know what we're dealing with here, so let's wait for the cutscene, I guess. But again, I'm saying my goodbyes, like I'm not gonna record any more of this. At least I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more parts, at least. Alright, Grandpa, you're talking too much. I cannot skip it. Oh yes, I can. Stage 3. Well, we will see next time. Thank you for watching.